Go.
And today we have a special guest. Could you please introduce yourself, sir?
Markeith Persons, coming to you from Birmingham, representing Ansley. Let's go.
Okay,
So
so
West, y'all, in this East Side establishment.
so uh, today we're gonna talk about investing one on one and start this thing off, right?
Got that right.
And so, in investing, what's the first thing that people need to know about uh, getting involved and starting in investing?
So when it comes to investing, the first thing you want to do is know one what investing is, and two what are you getting into. I think one of the biggest mistakes that a lot of new investors make is one, they don't really know what investing is. They willing to just, they put their money in there and expecting, hey, I'm gonna make money tomorrow, and it really doesn't work that way. Another mistake they make is not knowing what to invest in. A lot of people often look at prices. They see a stock that's maybe trading for $1 or $2. So they feeling like, hey, I can buy a bunch of these, and the more I get, the more money I can make.
Right.
That's not true. Always tell people that I talk to, you want to invest in quality. And when I say quality, I mean companies that have a history of making money. So your companies like Apple, Microsoft, McDonald's, Walt Disney, Nike, those are the stocks that you want to put your money in if you are looking for a nice return.
Cool. So, man, over the past few months, years, one of the stocks that got you a ton of notoriety online was Tesla. Yeah, tell us a little bit about Tesla, why you picked that stock, and how you kind of ran with it, rode the wave, and all that good stuff.
Okay, so when it comes to Tesla, let's see. I invested in Tesla back in 2017 when it was trading for about $245. The reason I picked Tesla was because number one reason I picked Tesla is because of its CEO, Elon Musk. Elon Musk is one of those very rare CEOs that come ever so often. He's a visionary, and he doesn't focus on making money. He focuses on making something better. He focuses on making how we live better, more
Right.
efficient. When Elon Musk came along, and he was working with Tesla, it was companies that tried to make electric vehicles, but they pretty much failed.
Right.
And Elon approached it from a different aspect. He focused on the technology part of it instead of just throwing a battery in a car and saying, hey, let's go. So he figured that, hey, if I perfect the technology, then I can build a quality product. So basically, everybody knows now Tesla has pretty much changed the game when it comes to EV vehicles, when it comes to energy. A lot of solar companies now are using their batteries in their home. When Puerto Rico got hit with the hurricane, they contacted Elon Musk to come in and help rebuild their grid. When Texas just had an ice storm and it pretty much knocked out the grid for those days, now Elon Musk is in talks to start putting his batteries into Texas grid.
That's deep.
So, yeah, Tesla has made a lot of people a lot of money over these past years. Like I said, I bought it at 245. It went all the way up to 2200 before they did a 5-to-1 split, and now it's back up to, like, I want to say it's trading at 650, somewhere around there now. But Tesla is definitely ahead of the game, light years ahead of the game.
Speaking of being light years ahead of the game with Tesla, Elon Musk in
bad.
general, I know he's building these tunnels, right? In different places like
Boring
Chicago
company. The boring company.
Vegas.
Vegas.
and California. Uh, Now I know he developing a system that'll be able to move people from one side of the country to another side of the country in like a hour. With it, it's like It's based off the rail system that was on Black Panther. The battery, the light rail
Magnetic
The
system.
vibranium,
Yeah.
magnetic
Yeah.
system. So, um, if somebody was looking to invest or try to put their money into getting up on that company, where would they have to look to try to like buy stock to get in on that in some kind of way? Would you look to the people that would be helping to create that infrastructure? Because I don't think it'll be up under Tesla, right?
Okay, so you're talking about the Boring Company.
Okay, that's what
That's exactly what it's called, the Boring Company.
Okay.
Right.
So as of right now, the Boring Company is not a publicly traded company, so you can't buy stock into it. Now I'm not sure of other companies that he is working with now to help him build these tunnels and all of that stuff. But knowing Elon Musk, the Boring Company is going to be connected to Tesla in some way,
Right.
Right.
such as SpaceX. So I would say if they would want access to that company, I think eventually, and don't quote me on this, I think eventually that he's going to end up bringing all his ventures under one hub.
Right.
Whether that hub is Tesla or whether he creates another parent company to where you just buy one stock and everything goes into that up under that one company. So I would say honestly, if you want exposure to that, I would say buy Tesla.
So, what's hilarious is a couple of years ago he came up with the Boring Company literally just cause, and he sold like flamethrowers and coffee mugs, and they all sold out. And now like the coffee mugs are like trading. I mean, like you could buy. I think it's like $800 for one coffee mug.
Everything he recently released a bottle of tequila.
Yeah.
Tesla tequila, and it's sold out in hours. It's $2.50 a bottle, and it's sold out in hours as soon as it dropped.
Right.
The price is going up
Crazy.
exponentially.
Now, SpaceX is not a publicly traded company.
Yet.
Traded company.
Yeah.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, bro.
So should people be on the lookout for SpaceX to become a publicly traded company?
Yes, I think eventually Elon Musk will take SpaceX public, and it 9 times out of 10, I think it's going to become one of those kind of like Boeing or General Dynamics, one of those government. Well, it's not ran by the government, but they get a lot of government contracts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
subsidized.
Because,
by the government.
exactly. So such like for instance, kind of like NASA, or no, I take that back. Boeing.
Right.
Yeah.
Boeing makes the majority of the military's airplanes and stuff like that, and it's pretty much all their government contracts. So I think SpaceX is usually probably going to be around the lines of somewhere like that, to where they do have a lot of government funding.
Cool. Okay, now here's the real question. A lot of black people got free money from the government, blah, 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 income tax time. How can we or you or anyone help regular people get into investing?
So investing is not hard. I think people make it hard because we always try to make something more difficult than what it actually is.
Mhm.
$1,400 is quite more than enough to get invested. I tell people you can get started with investing for $20, $25. I always tell people invest what you can afford to lose. Not saying that you're going to lose it, but also invest money that you're not going to have to need for the next 1 to 2 years, especially if you want to see your money grow. So I would say when you do get your stimulus or whatever, you can buy one share of this, one share of that, one share of that. So I would suggest, okay, so for instance, you get $1,400. You can buy one share of Microsoft, one share of Apple, one share of Disney, one share of Nike, one share of McDonald's.
Right.
And people be feeling that, oh, I got to go buy 1 million shares of this in order to make money. That's not necessarily true. Perfect example, Tesla. When Tesla was at $400, I was telling people, only thing you have to do is buy one share. They was like, no, I need more than one share. I said, no, I'm telling you, buy one share. So you had people that bought one share, spent $400, bought one share of Tesla. That $400 turned into $2,200. That $2,200 then split into 5 additional shares.
Right.
So now you started with one share of Tesla. After the 5-to-1 split, now you got 5 shares of Tesla. And what companies seem, well, quality companies seem to split over the years, multiplying your shares. So only thing you have to do is buy that one share and then hold on to it and then let the company do what it's going to do.
I remember a couple of, well, no, this is last year, matter of fact, and I think it was right before the little demo kit. You told me to buy. Well, no, you didn't tell me. And just for everybody out there, we are not. This is not. We're not telling you what to do with your money. We are not financial advisors. Do what you want to do with your own money, but you do so at a risk. But you advised that it might be prudent for me to look into space, which is a Virgin. I believe that's Virgin Galactic. And at the
Yes.
time, it was like it was low. It was super low. It was in the teens, and I think like now it's around $40-something.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Yeah. So
40 something bucks.
so I mean, like people could have if they wanted multiple shares of things. I mean, because you created a Facebook group and basically a community where we could all share ideas and get educated in the matters of investing. And that was one of the things that you were very I think the term is bullish on.
Yes, yes. Yes. Basically, Virgin Galactic. So, Virgin Galactic and the ticker is Space, SPCE. So, Virgin Galactic is ran by Richard Branson. And everybody, well, for the people that don't know Richard Branson is the guy that started Virgin Airlines and also the record company.
Yes.
He is the CEO of the Virgin brand. He started Virgin Galactic to specialize in space tourism,
Right.
space exploration. So basically, he has created these planes to where they're going to take you into space and you can tour what the Earth looks like from space. And they have a waiting list right now that's at least 2 to 3 years long to even get on it.
Right.
So when I first suggested it, it was about, I want to say it was about like maybe 10, 11 bucks. And it has reached all the way, I think as high as like 40 some, like 43, 44 bucks or something like that. So once again, it's all about buying quality or buying speculative stocks that you think have a future in a certain area, which we're going to end up venturing into, and space is one of those.
Yeah, I own some Virgin Galactic stuff, and another one that I follow is up under the Elon Musk homeboy thought process is Palantir. Palantir is another one that I look close into, and the one thing that I've noticed is that follow the smart people. Like all the people who doing all the moving and shaking, whatever they doing, follow
Yes.
behind them. Buy that.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because isn't Elon Musk's brother developing a way to be able to grow crops inside of containers? To be
Yeah,
able
man.
to like take to Mars and be able to grow food like that?
Yeah. I forget the name of a company, but they are able to grow acres of food without soil in basically trailers.
Yeah.
And it's all part of like Elon's biggest vision. So like Elon, if you don't know, his vision is life on Mars.
Colonizing
like,
Mars. Yeah.
So like every company he builds or he founds is that's the mission for it. To be functional here so that it can be functional on Mars. So the Boeing company, because everyone is expecting us live underground in Mars. The battery powered everything, same thing. Growing crops, his brother growing crops where that land isn't made for like growing crops. So everything he does is are predicated around there. Something that I do in my investing is I invest either in smart people. So I got stock in Amazon. I got stock in a Tesla. Disney, of course. I had Walmart, but I got all the way out of that. No, I mean, like literally, when I left Walmart, I took all of my money. So all of my the entire amount of my 401k, and I reinvested it myself. And I took a bulk of that and bought Tesla back when it was really, really cheap, like in the 250, 260 range. And that's how I got all of my shares. But I did that just strictly based on this guy's brilliant. I'm going to follow someone who's brilliant. Other thing is invest in things you actually use.
Yeah.
My daughter, I got her started investing, and I'm like, if you want new sneakers, you must own that company, at least one share. So I won't buy the shoes until I buy her a stock in it, and that's kind of getting her mindset ready to be a owner and an investor. So we started that back when she was 10 years old. She's 12 now, and she owns like 13 shares of stocks. So, you know, just a mindset. What do you use? Who's successful? And what we haven't got on yet, who pays dividends?
Yeah, that
Yes.
too. And, but another thing to ask about why we got you here, how do you feel about one, cryptocurrency, and two, the Chinese company Neo?
Okay, so cryptocurrency. Um, I think eventually we are going to go digital when it
Yep.
comes to our currency. Um, I think the United States honestly is working on a digital dollar.
I do too.
How that's rolled out, I don't know, but we are going to go towards a digital currency. And the reason I believe that is because one, with the success of Bitcoin and with the success of cryptocurrencies as a whole. Um, Matter of fact, when I went to, it's a company called Uphold, and that's where I buy a lot of my cryptocurrencies on. And you can get they'll send you an Uphold debit card. So let's just say you buy like Bitcoin, Ethereum,
Litecoin.
XLM, Litecoin, and it's put on your card. You can go on your card. You can switch to what you want to spend. You can spend Bitcoin, whatever you want to spend, and you can spend it just like you swiping your debit card.
What's the name of this company again?
It's called Uphold.
Uphold.
But you're spending
Uphold. Yeah.
spending Bitcoin.
Gotcha.
You're spending Ethereum.
That's dope.
You're spending XRP.
Right.
So I think that's pretty dope. So I think eventually, and then also if you notice, your Visa and MasterCard are also coming out with digital debit cards as well, to where they are supported by cryptocurrencies. So I really think that's a direction that we're going in. It's a lot of cryptocurrencies out there. I only think maybe a few are going to actually be functional when it's all said and done. I don't think all of them is going to have a use, but yeah, we're definitely going towards that direction.
I know. I apologize. I mean to cut you off.
Oh no, you good?
I know a couple of years ago. Well, no matter of fact, I believe it was 2013 or 14 when Grand Theft Auto came out, and Rockstar basically started using a lot of what they call micro charges, things like that. But basically, you had a virtual currency.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that we really saw what was on the horizon then, because that's exactly what it was. And there was were a lot of other media companies that had virtual currency that we didn't realize what was coming down the pipeline. And so when you talk about something like Bitcoin, I listened to Shamath Palihapitiya's podcast.
Smart man.
Very smart man. And I listened to a lot of Kathy Wood. But
another
I
genius.
also try to follow people who are just regular like me. And even though he makes millions of dollars, Russell Okun is one of my favorite Twitter accounts. And he gets paid his NFL contract in Bitcoin. Do you see, and I know we got to get to Neo eventually, but do you see on the horizon more people, even just people who work regular jobs, switching to trying basically getting paid in Bitcoin as opposed to regular dollars, or getting paid in a cryptocurrency as opposed to regular dollars or regular hard currency or fiat currency offered by governments.
Yes. Now don't quote, but I think it's the state of Florida has just made it to where you can either pay your taxes or something like that in Bitcoin,
Right.
if I'm not mistaken. Don't
Crazy.
quote me on it, but you.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah, they have just made it to where you can pay your taxes or it's something of that nature in cryptocurrency. Also, what you said with the whole Grand Theft Auto thing, another crypto, basically it is a cryptocurrency that all our kids use is Robux.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Is Robux. I mean, you.
That is a cryptocurrency.
Oh my
for sure.
God.
I kid you not. True story. I was at my sister's house yesterday, and my niece came up to me. She was like, "Hey, can you go get me some Robux cards?" And I said, "What you need Robux for?" She was like, "Oh, because my character don't have any clothes,
Oh my
and I don't want
God.
it. I don't want it to take it out, and I be getting bullied because it looks plain and all of this." And I'm like, "Wow, this
Oh,
is
wow.
like really that serious."
Very.
And that's how I knew that they was going to have a successful IPO
Yes.
because every child in America plays that game.
Right.
They play that game,
My
and
daughter does too.
they spend thousands of dollars on that game. And man, I mean, it's very popular. Neo. So okay, Neo.
Wait, I have a question before you move on.
I think Neo will be successful. I just don't feel it's going to be on the same level as Tesla.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think it's going to be the leading EV maker in China.
Right. You're gonna be
I don't
Tesla.
even think it's going to be the leading EV maker in China. There's another company called XPeng. I think
Yes.
the ticker is XPEV.
Yeah.
But I think right now Neo is only in China.
Gotcha. Right.
They're only in China.
Right.
And I'll tell people this when it comes to EVs. Every EV company is chasing Tesla.
10 years behind.
They're chasing Tesla.
Right.
I mean, I'm not saying you can't make money by investing in Neo or XP or anything like that. You can ride to wave, but if you're looking for a long term, I wouldn't look at it as a long term investment. I would look at it as a short term investment, anywhere from like 6 months to a year or something like that. But if you want the best, then and you're looking at EVs, I would definitely put my money in Tesla.
Yeah. Even with the Tesla thing, though, with this new administration, do you think they're going to come after people like Elon Musk?
No. And
Absolutely
the
not.
reason I say that is because Biden he's for green energy. He's for clean energy. And that's the reason why after he got elected, all these EV stocks jumped
They knew.
because of his policies.
Right.
He's against oil. He's against all those fossil fuels and all those old ways of power and things. He's against
about old
he's
money,
against
though.
that.
What you
But
talking about, old money?
didn't
That was Bernie.
fossil fuels spike too?
No, it did.
A little bit.
The
but
price
here's
of
what-
fossil fuels went up.
No, but I'm gonna tell you like this. Y'all notice the gas prices going up since Biden got in office. It's up
Yeah.
like 50 cents, and the reason for that is because Biden shut down all of Trump's offshore drilling.
Yeah,
Y'all
but-
may not have even
and-
noticed that.
And we got a whole tanker that's blocking off a whole section.
Right,
The Suez
right,
Canal.
right.
The ever giving,
You know what
giving
I'm
up.
saying?
And the cost of barrel of oil dropped drastically.
Right.
Yeah.
So
We have a
But our
Question.
dollar is tied
yeah.
to oil.
You say any bad thing about Saudi Aramco, I swear to God.
No.
I'm saying, but
No, but the whole thing.
US dollar is a petrodollar, right?
Yeah. But
I
you
would
say
say-
any bad thing about Saudi
I mean,
Aramco.
if you
But Saudi don't even matter. No one produces more oil than us in the world.
Are you saying that the Saudis are second?
They've been second.
we
let
we
me see it
got
closer.
the biggest reserve of
Markeith.
oil in the world.
Markeith right here. You
Am
wanna
I
see
lying?
Right here.
I mean, I'm not keeping it a buck. I mean,
get you.
I remember when Saudi, because And I remember specifically telling two of my friends online about 3 years ago, yo, Saudi is finna go public with their
with
company.
Aramco.
Right, right. But I knew they was switching their financial model as a country from oil based to financial based.
Yes.
That's the reason why I said that was coming. So
But when it comes to oil, no country produces more oil than Saudi Arabia. No country.
no,
And the reason I say that, so the United States really doesn't produce oil because it's cheaper to buy it
Yeah.
versus mining it or pumping it yourself.
right. It
You
is.
get what I'm saying?
We-
So
Right.
We had the reserves.
Right.
Yeah, we got
Yeah,
the biggest
right.
exactly,
reserves in the world.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Well, we got to this point inside of the show with a
Hold
shit.
on, man, we got
going
a,
on.
We got a question.
Okay,
We got a question.
Good night. I don't know if it's a valid question, but since we're talking about crypto and going Coinbase and virtual and all that kind of stuff, what does that mean for like gold, like silver, like even though the value, the actual gold in your hands? I'm not talking about the Coinbase world, but the value of like a gold bar, because they got gold bars sitting somewhere. How does that, what I'm saying, if the dollar goes away, the paper, what does that mean for gold, silver, copper, the actual materialized stuff?
or the precious metals.
So precious metals. I feel that cryptocurrency is not going to have an effect on precious metals, especially gold, simply because gold is one of the few metals to where you can go anywhere in the world and its value is recognized. I don't care where you go. You can go to Egypt. You can go to a lab. It doesn't matter. If you got gold, you can spend it. It has value.
Right.
And I'm going to be honest, I think precious metals are pretty much grandfathered in. There
right,
always going to be a need
Right.
for gold, for silver, for copper, for all
palladium.
of these.
Right.
They're always going to hold their value, always.
So basically, you're just saying that you can take the materialized and just turn it into the value is still the same if you just
Yeah,
transfer it,
exactly.
like, so
Exactly.
it's money.
The value will remain the same. Now, the way that it's transacted may change, but the value will remain the same.
Like, will it lose any value? So, like, you know how you can take a dollar into yen. You know how the difference, right? Would there
Exchange.
be a difference in the amount you get? Like, if you have a gold bar, would the value still be the same? That's what I'm saying. Like, to change it. I don't know if I'm making sense.
I mean,
You're talking about the exchange rate.
I mean, as far as exchange rates value, I mean, vary wherever you may be.
Right.
Okay. So universally, gold has a value,
Right.
but when you go to a different country, based on the exchange rate, they may not give you what is universally valued at.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, it just depends on where your transaction takes place.
Well, the show is called Assholes Anonymous.
Got that right. Let's get it started. Let's crank it up.
So if we go,
Let's crank it up.
we gonna talk investments. Let's go into this deeper thought process of investing. One of our sayings inside of Assholes Anonymous is cultivate your hoes, right?
Aye.
Now, inside of cultivate your hoes, that means somewhere when you get somebody new, no matter what, how they come along, they should leave you better than what they came to you, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you cultivate your hoes, and as you cultivate and they go out and they come back around, you end up getting what you need in. Because you cultivated your hoes cultivated their hoes. Then for long, you know what I'm saying? You got your good situation. Now, when it comes to investing
Andy Reid of hoes.
when it comes to investing in your hoes,
Got to
right?
be the Andy Reid of hoes.
Do you go all in on investing in your hoes, or do you like just just basically put a percentage? Like, say for instance, you go in, you don't give
What is
them
the question?
everything, you know what I'm saying, but you give them enough to survive. You get what I'm saying? So inside the dating world, right? You meet somebody new, you go out on your first date, right? Do you go full on first date, or do you go,
I don't never think you go all out on the first date.
I I mean,
see the guest.
I'm
supposed to
business
answer
man.
I'm supposed to
Look,
answer the
I'm
question.
gonna
Tell
tell you
us
right.
how-
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm a 50-50 guy. Two, I
Yes,
love
sir,
Dutch.
my God.
Two, I
One
love
time
Dutch.
for the 50-50s. I see all you 50-50 brothers out there. One time for you, baby.
When it comes to the whole first date thing, I feel Dutch is the best way to go. It's the best way to go.
I speak
So,
German, but I'm with him.
If it doesn't work
Sorry.
out, neither party lost anything except what they put into it.
Yes, sir.
Except what they put into it. That's it. I pay for what I got. You pay for what you got. If it don't work out, we go our separate ways. Nobody lost nothing.
Now, I have a distinct philosophy about people in dating and first dates in particular, right? So my
Right.
philosophy is if you go all out on your first date,
50-50 for life.
you
B.
either just trying to fuck or you don't know what you're doing. Because you ain't gonna never be able to keep up that pace, right? So if you go all out on the first date, the first thing somebody tell you in the end is the way you got me is the way you need to keep me, right? So if I'm going in there, if I'm going all out on the first date, if I go all out on the first date, that means either I'm trying to fuck or I don't know what I'm doing. Is that do you see that as a problem inside of that philosophy? Because I hear some remnants in the corner over there.
What?
Yeah, there's some remnants in the corner. You know what I'm saying? Feel some kind of way about that notion. You know what I mean? But
Yo.
that goes into cultivating your hoes.
Oh, so are you? So you? No, wait. So are you at? What's the question?
The question is, you know what I'm saying? Do you see anything wrong with that philosophy? I mean, do you see
Anything wrong with going all out?
No, but I get what you're
thought
saying.
process?
He's saying this. If you go all out on the first date, you are basically telling that woman, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, or I just want to fuck. One of the two.
So
But it's going to be, for me, it's based on the man. Because like certain men,
he said, look.
He said 50-50, but it all depends. You know what I'm saying? Like every date ain't a 50-50 date. When you going into a situation, you got to assess a situation.
No.
You'll go in there with a thought process of 50-50, but then you get that glint, that eye sparkle, and you say, ooh.
oh, you feel the
Are
energy.
you trying to say players
you may
fuck up too?
No,
You trying to say players fuck up too?
No,
This
but the
motherfucker
man may be
got
like,
that
yo,
sandwiches away from
this
goddamn-
may be a great investment.
Hey, time out.
Whoa.
Time out.
What happened to me?
Oh my God. We should have never
So
gave
you
these
said
niggas
you
mics.
like 50-50, and he says sometimes you get the little twinkle in the eye, of the pussy, clenching or something. I don't know, whatever.
So
And have you ever not gone 50-50?
have you gone 60-40?
Gone on the first date and went all out?
No, well, one, I've never went all out on the first date.
I know that's real.
Okay.
That's
what's all
that's
out,
number
though?
one.
Wait, time out. I'm lying. I have. I have.
Shit, not me. I'm gonna tell you. See, I'm very particular about how I spend my money. That's number one.
Right.
I'm very particular about how I spend my money. Two, I'm not finna let her choose the restaurant we go to.
Right.
That's number one.
Right.
That's why we supposed to plan the
That's
dates
number
that
one.
damn way.
I'm not finna choose the restaurant we go to. Because if you ask her, well, first of all, women never know what they want to eat. That's number one. Two, if you do ask her what she wants, some may want to go to a restaurant that they always wanted to go to or they wanted to try, and them prices might be a little too high for my budget.
It may be.
So
You hear that?
I'm
You
not
hear
gonna
that?
go nowhere. I know that I'm going to spend way more money than I don't want to spend.
Right.
So I always try to look for whatever's closer to free.
Yes.
If we're doing a
Whatever's
first date,
closest to free.
Hey,
whatever is closest to free. I'm serious. Like you can go to a park. You can walk around, just chit
but my
chat, whatever
first
the case
date-
may be. You don't necessarily have to spend money on a first date.
Right. My first
you
dates
don't.
are always a coffee shop or a bookstore. Always. That
It's a
is a date.
What, yeah,
Time out.
what,
Those are
what
dates.
classifies
Time
as a
out.
date?
Because y'all don't think they're a date. See, here, let me get on my soapbox. real
Spending
quick.
money
you.
does not equate to a date.
Thank you.
At all. At all.
But in business, let's be fair
Oh,
about business. We gonna talk about business, right? We talk about time versus money, right? Time is way more valuable than money. And if I get an opportunity to say, yo, I can cut out a whole goddamn 2-3 days, right? I'm cutting them 2-3 days out. I mean, we at the place. She took 2 drinks, and I see she giving me an excuse to buy a third one. As I go by that
She
third,
thirsty,
drink,
nigga. What you
I
mean?
gotta understand where it's going. You know what I'm saying? Look, and I hit the you hit the bartender up. You gotta touch him real neat to make that a double. And then you know what I'm saying? Now she got an excuse to say, oh, I was feeling, some kind of
Creep vibes.
hang out with you.
Oh my.
Man, like a little bit farther. It happens.
Yeah.
You'll find a greedy chick that love to eat, right? You'll be sitting up in there and she be looking at your plate. You know what I'm saying?
I don't play that shit.
See what I'm saying? See?
Yo.
Here we go.
You eat off my plate, you make it the motherfucking people's elbow. Especially if I've asked you what you want. That shit aggravating as hell. Okay, now, man, my philosophy is not 50-50. I'm gonna tell you about mine. So typically on like most dates, I'm not even going on a date with you if I haven't talked to you either verbally or through text for at least a week. For the most part. Here's the reason why. Because I'm going to gauge, are you worth the investment? So like every man's instincts is risk aversion. Right? So like in my head, I'm like,
Time
okay.
out. You
Don't even address them. They can't hear, man.
Right.
So like in my head, I am calculating the risk, reward of this person, right? So the first date, we're gonna go grab some coffee. Bookstore. We're gonna walk around the bookstore. I'm gonna see this chick reads, right? I'm gauging, I'm assessing. If she ain't never been to Barnes and Noble, I know we ain't gonna make it, right? Because I know what I need from any woman that I deal with. After that, I'm going to start assessing her level of investment in me. So what's gonna happen is by the third date, if she ain't offering to like cook or like she ain't offering anything, I'm gonna get rid of her. And here's why. Cause they are outnumbered. I got leverage.
86.
And I'm going to exercise my leverage every single time. Birmingham, if every woman in Birmingham found a man,
Right.
there's still going to be 20% without one.
Speak on it, Reverend.
That's not including all the gay ones
Speak
or
on
the
it, Reverend.
married ones. Exercise your leverage. See her level of investment in you. And if a woman won't invest in you, that tells you what type of woman she is. Selfishness should be a deal breaker for everyone.
Amen.
So that's how I assess it.
At the mic stand.
Of course. So my thing is, you said every man. There are some women who do think like that, because I just had this conversation tonight at dinner.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, right? So myself, I'm going to talk about me. I let the man choose
Good.
where he wants to go. That's off rip. But that's because I don't care. Whatever on the menu, I'm going to find something to eat. I mean, there's always a salad. There's always fries.
There's always
Give me a
chicken
break.
fingers. There's
Right.
always, yeah.
Always something, right? But you have to understand that I do believe, just like you, that you have to verbally talk to somebody for a while. Men nowadays love to just jump and want to meet you. Nah, bruh. I need to understand if your mentality is anything close to for me to want to get up and put on some clothes or like makeup
agree
or something
totally.
like that. Because you can assess a person. You said a week. I gave it 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
I do this for a living, though. You know, like my day job is reading
I ain't
people.
gonna never get a
I'm
chance
here
to say
for a
shit.
good time, not a
I'm
long
good.
time. I don't have 2 weeks.
Well,
to,
see,
give
but
you
here's
like
the thing.
that.
But no.
No, no. I don't have that kind of time. It depends.
Then you can keep it pushing.
Well, exactly. 'Cause I
So
got
then
more-
we're both,
It's
yeah.
a lot to push too.
Facts.
You know
That's
how
what
many
I'm saying.
chicks? You know how many chicks love a sandwich?
All of them.
Oh, just about all of them. Lasagna
Ghetto.
works every time. That's okay. Most of the chicks out here ghetto. What is you saying?
Right.
You act like everybody from the suburbs or somebody, you know what I'm saying? The top 10%. Most of the chicks, first of all, we cultivate your hoes. Let's put this in perspective. Up under philosophy of cultivate your hoes, right? I already know it's a lot of things you do not know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let's go into that like that. So the next thing is inside of that is that if I give you something, if I give you something, you should give me something in return. If I give you a philosophy,
Yes.
you gonna give me back.
We only do fair deals over here.
Right,
Ain't
you know
no.
what I'm
We
And you
will
gonna
not
come out-
allow y'all to just use us.
If I gave
Fuck
you
that.
something you could never get from somebody else, you can't leave me alone.
Can I?
You ain't got no choice but to come back and talk to me. Because ain't nobody else gonna give you that kind of truth or either that kind of
Can I-
or either that kind of philosophy.
Can I?
See, a cultivated one understands.
Can I say something?
The mic.
Yeah, it's been 42 minutes. I probably
Go
said
ahead, my
5
man.
words. But go on, say it, my
Go
brother.
ahead, go ahead,
Go on.
Gentlemen,
Yes.
James A. White.
What's up, James? How you doing, brother?
I'm feeling fantastic. I'm visiting Birmingham after 24 years, been absent. Went to high school here, John Carroll.
Sorry to hear
Okay,
that.
cool.
The green machine.
You so wild. Welcome back, James. Welcome back home.
Before that, I lived in Vidalia, Georgia, home of the Sweet Onion. 2 state championships in baseball, 1 in basketball, county wrestling champ, like the box and all that.
Cool.
All
I'm
that
just,
good shit.
I'm just qualifying,
Yeah, go ahead, qualify.
just trying to give you a frame of
To-
reference.
To all you single ones in here,
Okay.
holla at Jimmy.
All right,
Holla at
yes,
Jimmy.
sir, go
Then get
ahead.
some of his
Commercial,
sausage.
commercial.
No homo.
But I do have a question.
Okay.
Quick.
Here we all are.
Right.
We're gentlemen.
Right. I'm not.
What do we want? Do we want to find love?
Exactly. That's a good question.
Do we want to find love?
We don't know. Everybody ain't everybody is not worth love.
Man, no.
You know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying? As far
James,
as
is that
for
the
you
question?
personally.
Do we want to find love? Is that the question, James?
Love.
That's a qualifier.
That's the qualifier.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, but that's the point. Like, everybody you meet, you come to at a different place, and they give you a different vibe. Everybody you meet ain't giving you a love vibe. You go in there, you meet somebody, and they give you a lust vibe, and that's where you at in that moment, in a lust vibe. You know what I'm saying? Now, do I give up a lust vibe to just let the lust vibe go find somebody else to love on? I find somebody to love on eventually, but if it's lust that night, it's lust that night. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm gonna answer you directly.
like
If I'm dating someone with the intentions of more, like marriage, I don't look for love at all. I look for respect.
listen, I'd rather
Love,
be.
love comes and goes. Grandparents fall out of love, get back in love. I don't care about none of that shit. I need respect. And if this woman doesn't have a baseline respect for men, and then for me, as her man, she ain't gonna make it anyway. So like love is a young girl's fantasy type of thing. So I do respect.
I would have said that if I'd been given a chance to speak, but
Go ahead, get your hand.
no.
Okay. Black is blue.
All right, Markeith.
Call me what you want.
Soak in the middle of your seat, sir.
You goddamn motherfucking right.
All right.
Ain't nobody studying black blue.
Here's where I'm coming from.
What up,
Okay.
Kim?
Here's where I'm coming from. Is like, if the goal is love, do you want to have children? Do you want to have a family? All that. If not, then do your shit. Do pimp shit. Fucking, like, why not? However, if you want to find someone that is truly down for you, don't you have to also be available?
Right. James, you know what I think? You know
Genuine.
James, you know what I think the issue is? A lot of people, and just to speak to what Mark said, a lot of people want a mutual level of respect. But at the same time, what it seems, what it feels, what it sounds like, what it looks like a lot of times is everybody's in competition. Everybody's in competition not to be hurt. Sometimes, sometimes people try to get out of a situation before they get hurt. Sometimes people don't want to be the person responsible for hurting another person. You have a lot of people being dishonest about exactly what it is that they want, what they expect. When you're not clear about your expectations, a lot of times when people fall short of that, you feel some type of way, but you weren't necessarily clear. When you have people, when you're clear about your expectations, and then the person falls short of that, like Mark said, you know what I'm saying? You don't feel as bad about getting out of that situation. To speak to having kids, I personally don't have kids. I want kids. I want a family. That's something that has eluded me for 35 years. So, I mean, I when I think about it, yes, that's something that I want. What am I going to do to facilitate that? You know, I think that's a question that we all don't really ask ourselves in respect to what you said. So.
Yeah, but most people aren't clear about their intentions at no time.
They don't know what they need
You know
or
what I'm saying?
want.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's kind of hard to say when you go into a situation because most people aren't actually just totally genuine from the jump. You won't go into a situation, even in dating, where somebody's gonna give you honesty, 100% honesty in the beginning. Everybody you know has lied to you.
You a lie. You just lied right
Yeah,
then.
yeah, I'm saying, everybody you know has lied to you.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So you go into a situation where now you got to discern what did they lie to you? Why did they lie to you? Did they lie? Did they lie to you to spare your feelings? Did they lie to you to trick you? Did they lie to you to hurt you? You know what I'm saying?
Also important, is it a habit?
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's
Is
fair.
it
I
a
think
habit?
a lot of people get in situations with other people where they're inconsiderate. I'm just calling it what it is. And a lot of us are inconsiderate. We don't consider like you get into it and you're consistently thinking about yourself and you're not thinking about what does this look like to my partner? How does my partner feel about this? I'm explaining this shit to my partner. How does this sound? You know what I'm saying? Like just all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? You've done things and you've not considered how it is going to affect the other person. So a lot of times we get into a lot of times a lot of our hurt is based in the fact that we've not been considered or we've been inconsiderate. Now, I mean, like that's how I feel.
Preach,
what-
Pastor Derek Jackson.
But wouldn't that?
They saved Derek Jackson. We must
but-
protect DJ.
But wouldn't
Protect the
that-
brother from Enterprise.
But wouldn't that depend on if the person cares about you, right?
Huh?
So in order for somebody to do a self, introspect, it has to be based on if they actually care about you as a person. If they don't, then they're not going to think about any of that. They're going to lead in selfishness, narcissism, and just not being considerate of you because their only goal is what they want.
Then don't deal with them.
Okay, what is the first law? What's the
Don't
first
deal
law
with
of
'em.
nature?
Huh?
What's the first law of nature?
Self-preservation. What is going on?
Self-preservation. It
If
is.
self-preservation is the first law of nature, everybody you know is selfish in when they
Right.
get into
Yep.
a situation.
Selfishness is not a bad
Nobody
thing.
is going into these situations thinking about you over me. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
That's
That's true.
stupid. You
You set yourself up
asking
to
for
kill.
death.
Right.
This
That's
is the
why-
problem that we have with these conversations. Y'all asking for unrealistic things inside of these situations. You asking me to give of me more of me to you than I give of myself. That will not happen.
That's not necessarily. No, before you start, that's not necessarily true. The problem is you want these people. You're expecting me, or you want for me to be all of these things. Providence, Jericho. You want me to be the peril. You know what I'm saying? But you also want me to be the person that rescue you from that peril. Okay? You want me to be your spiritual. You want me to be spiritual, but you also want me to be a demon, if you would. You want me to be the light and the dark. I mean, and a lot of people, male, female, it doesn't matter. Shit. The same thing happens in alphabet relationships. People get with people wanting people to be every fucking thing to them.
But here's
That's a lot of the
But we're
issue.
skipping the most important part.
think
we
that's
are skipping the
impossible.
part of the time frame, right?
Right.
To actually, in order for
This
this
water's
to actually
delicious.
be applicable or for it to happen, you have to know the person. So
Right.
what Jaquino is saying, initially,
You don't know that.
Exactly.
Right.
But you're not giving yourself enough time. So you have a woman who goes on a date, but instead of looking at it as a date to see if this person is somebody they don't want to move forward with, they jump right into expectations. Oh my God, all that you're telling me is so true and it resonates with me, and I want to marry you.
Folks don't want to be alone, man.
Let me say this about the enemy of most people right now. Well, we got plenty of time. This is the last Sunday show at Bazaar. We got a lot of time. We can go.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So here go the thing. Kevin Samuels said every high value man should lead with his pocket. Right?
I disagree, but yeah. I mean, he
But
did say
you
that.
may
I
disagree with that, but the
said
premise behind it is time versus money. Right? If I give you my time, I can never get that back.
Right.
But if you know what I'm saying, $1 I can make. My time I can't get back. And if I waste my time with you, you know what I'm saying? I'm resentful of
from that perspective, then
yeah,
I
you know
agree.
what I'm
From
saying?
that
I'm
perspective, then I agree.
resentful of you
Yeah. I'm sorry.
if I put my time to you and it wasn't working.
That was a lack mind statement.
You know what I'm saying?
I apologize.
So when you go into these situations, when you meet somebody and we going into a what's the first reason why I came to you to talk to you in the first place?
Man, because I want to fuck. God damn, I want to nut
Now,
at you
if
in real life.
If that was the premise in which I came, because I didn't see your brain when I saw you from across the room walking.
No.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So
Physical is always first.
When
Yeah,
I,
physical
that
is
right,
always
James.
first.
Physical is always
if
first.
if that was the thing, and I came in there, and that's the thing that I came to first, what do you expect of me? You expect me to try to get to know you like on a whole deep level? You know how long that gonna take for me?
Right.
When I'm in a moment of lust?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I came
you
into,
make a strong
I came
point.
in a lustful moment. You know what I'm saying? And so now if I can bypass wasting my time to get to a lustful moment, why would I not?
I agree with you on that.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh my.
I don't need.
That's
the hard
Go
part
ahead,
about
Markeith.
it,
Yeah, no,
the
go ahead,
hard
Markeith.
part
That's
about
why
it is
some men
most
pay
people
for it right off the
Most people
bat.
you know aren't interested enough for you to want to get to know them on a deeper level. How about that? The second part about it is if we go into a situation and you do find somebody on that level, right? It's gonna be kind of disappointing to you when your expectations of what you want out of that situation ain't the same.
Let Mark. I got some. I want to say something after Markeith. Go ahead, Markeith.
No. I'm listening.
Okay.
I'm listening.
No,
Hey,
no.
hey,
I was
hey,
gonna-
I'm listening.
I was gonna say.
My-
Go ahead.
Okay, so my whole thing is okay. So you basically you want to smash,
Yes.
and you trying to, cut your time in half of what it's gonna take for me. Oh, okay. So how much is that worth? Like, what's the value of that?
For you?
Yeah,
at that
exactly.
moment?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, some
Right.
guys willing to put out $100 that night or $200 that night, whatever the case, just to get to it. I mean, what is worth to you? I'm not willing to spend that amount.
I got a quick question. So we talking about time versus money,
Right.
and we spoke about our dear brother. We said his name a couple of times.
Okay.
No. That's the Godfather.
Oh, DJ.
We spoke about Derek Jackson. So
Okay,
did
okay.
he mortgage his time
Yes.
early on
Yeah.
just to get a little? He
invested-
just wanted some of
He
that.
invested time. It was a long
He
time.
wanted some of that blessed booty.
He was doing them same little videos, building up that audience for years to be able to get up to that one day when you can bring that chick to Miami to fuck her. That was 15 years in the making.
Hey, but y'all know why?
For that one girl, it was 15 years in the making for that
Can you
one girl.
imagine
Also-
that? 15
Go ahead.
years,
Been
man.
there.
ain't the
Check this
pussy.
out.
Been there, done that.
On
What's
some
up? How you
on some
doing?
real shit. On some real
Man,
shit.
ain't pussy for 15 years. What kind of shit?
I'm willing to bet money that women fuck DJ just because of who they thought he was.
They did.
Plain and simple as that. Just because of who they thought he was.
Women do that every day, B.
As sure as this man got a horseshoe on his belt loop.
And here I am. They looking at me crazy because I want 50-50.
Right. What's funny about that, man? Here's what's funny about that.
50-50 on the date?
If you look at DJ, right?
Date, living
Flew them out.
together,
He
I don't
flew
give a
them
damn
out,
what it
James.
is.
He flew them out.
DJ is one of them dudes that grew up. He was overweight. I don't know y'all seen his,
Yes.
college body pictures versus now. I tell y'all all the time, if a man or a woman was overweight growing up, they get in shape. That mentality, that therapy need is not gone. So what did he do? He took out his anger of being mistreated and being looked down upon by all the women he didn't want by this long con he ran. He was slaying hoes in Atlanta.
Man,
he been knocking them down.
How do you marinate bad
Running
for
them.
15 years?
This is a narcissistic.
It was.
He is the Joker in real life.
He is, brother.
He is a diabolical man. He's diabolical. And then he found a perfect woman to allow it to happen.
Right.
What do I always tell y'all? If you want a woman to go get, find someone who is in the church.
Right.
Because they already believe in things that are not tangible.
Right.
They believe, they have faith in things unseen.
Right.
They are the easiest to manipulate.
And the easiest and the most, the easiest woman to get with and the most aggravating woman to get with ever in life is a chick that done had that gastric bypass surgery.
Oh, God.
Lord have mercy,
Oh,
man.
Lord.
What the fuck, dog? Come on, man.
No. This
Come on,
real
bro.
shit. And I'm going to tell you why.
All right.
For that same reason.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
She's still a fat
The
girl in her
mental-
head.
She's still that fat girl. Now, now if she lost the weight, everybody she deal with, she arguing with them over now why you talking to me.
Right.
Because you're attractive now. Before,
but
you
you
looked
didn't
like
like-
you
you
died during childbirth, woman.
Exactly. So when you was big, you didn't like me when I was big, but now that I had this surgery, now you like me. As she take off her clothes,
You goddamn right.
bed, and then aggravate the fuck out you for fucking with her anyway.
That you
That-
got
that's
an
what the fuck
equator
it is.
around your waist.
And the hard part about having these kind of conversations, is that it's gonna be somebody gonna be saying, "Oh, you picking on me. Oh, you hurt my feelings. Oh, you hurt my fucking feelings when you made me come in there and have to try to justify why the fuck I spent my time with you tonight when I saw you from across the room. Obviously, I thought you was attractive. I came over there and spoke to you, right? I probably didn't even know you was fat back in the day until I looked at them knees. Now, them knees.
The
Now, let me tell you,
knees.
Them,
Pre-game.
man, when they got
James
them
know about
thick
the knees.
legs now.
right.
The ghost of the hair god is in the building. You can't physically see him,
this
but he's
is
here.
free game. If you wanna
Hi,
know how healthy a
guys.
chick is, no matter if she big or small, look at them knees. They cannot hide the pain.
The back or the front of the knee? The side? Did I look at the peripheral, the rear?
Or-
The
Or
ACL,
or the fascia?
MCL,
If
all
her
of
knees-
it.
Let's do a 360
If her
scan.
knees look sunk in or look like grapefruit,
Or
and she weigh like 100 pounds,
There's a ghost of a
Oh, it's a
light-skinned
problem.
person at the
Or-
microphone.
All right, go ahead.
oh, go ahead, man.
if you really want to find out how big she used to be, just pay attention to the loose meat that's on her arms.
You son of a...
Hey, some of them
Motherfuckers
get
be
that
like,
fixed,
damn,
man.
Rocky the Flying Squirrel and shit.
Get your ass off that
Thank you, good
microphone.
night.
Get off the microphone, man. Somebody escort him out, please.
And with body shapers and all that other shit, that's kind of hard, bro. You can't.
It be thin girls wearing body shapers. I'll be wondering, why is that happening?
Do them shits work?
I don't know.
Ladies in the crowd, do body shapers work?
I don't understand body
They
shapers.
work? They yes?
They do.
Spanx.
I have a yes. You said Spanx. James said Spanx. I hear a yes. I hear a hurt. So,
Now,
Two yeses.
We know they work, man. Grandma had a girdle. Same thing.
Wearing Spanx or a girdle on the first date is a lie. I want you to
what
understand
is,
that.
you are a hateful motherfucker.
You are lying to us.
That's a
It's
lie.
definitely
Nothing
a lie.
impressed
That's a
you?
lie.
It's definitely a lie.
That's a lie.
We can start talking about lies.
It's
Look,
definitely
Because
a
we
lie.
get
look.
catfished, and let's not even get started on the
definitely a
Beijing that you
lie.
motherfuckers
Who's
wearing
gonna
your
have
head.
it? Who's wearing
Oh,
basic?
okay.
This is my real hair.
What else? Let's see. What else y'all lie about besides everything? Let's run the list down, Keno.
He got an
I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, mask
Y'all
fish.
get lace fronts,
going
beard
on?
lace fronts, all types of shit.
The world is spinning right now, and this is not the reality I wanted. Girls, you get hatfish, mask fish, beard fish.
Now, when you call out a lie, you see how shit turn?
Are y'all triggered
Yeah, you see how shit turn?
because you got on a girdle?
Hey, look,
Nah, you right.
I
Oh,
saw a girl with blue. I saw a dark-skinned girl with blue contacts the other day, and a wig.
Listen.
I was
When I
offended.
Again,
All right, go ahead.
It
Go
was
ahead.
immoral.
body shaper or a girl on the first date is a lie. If you came in the door with a lie, don't get mad if I told you one back.
I
Whoa,
accept your
whoa.
fupa, ladies. I accept your fupa.
Hold on,
Take
hold
that
on.
fucking thing
Hold on
off.
one second, man. I can fix this. I
Give me
can
all
fix
the fupa
this
you
right
got.
now. Hold on one
Give me all
second.
the fupa you got.
Everyone.
I need more
Everyone.
fupa.
Hey, Hey, everyone, I can fix this right now.
Choose violence.
How about
Hey, is it a lie when your counterparts wear them too? Because you know y'all widows too, right?
I don't know. I ain't know.
Wait,
Oh,
time out, time out. We've just been informed that some of you niggas is out here wearing Spanx and you wearing
I
girdles
have
and
never
you wearing
seen
waist trainers.
I
We
have
ain't
never
no-
seen
are
no man wear a
expelled.
girdle.
Ma'am, the mic. Come on.
I've
and
never
if
seen
you
it.
have a
wear
man,
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm a firm believer. I'm not against men. I'm not.
Yeah, directly into the mic. Yeah.
We can't
Okay, so I'm not against the men. I'm not against the women. So I mean, I really believe the first date itself is a damn lie.
Yes! Yes!
That's all we saying.
Yes!
Both sides.
Yes!
Yes.
It
Both
is!
sides.
Yes.
Yes.
I agree with that.
Yes!
Both lie.
That-
Both
That's a lie.
sides. Because
Right.
you don't know what you're going into, so you try to go into as your best.
Yes!
Right.
Yes!
It's a
That's
lie.
all we
Yes.
saying.
So, and that's all I'm saying.
That's all we saying.
So you can't blame it just on women. Men are doing it too now.
No. See, you missed the first part. You came in late.
I did.
Yeah, you came in late. What I was saying was everybody lies. There is no everybody you know has lied to you.
Since we got you on the mic, what's your favorite?
And so-
what's your favorite lie to tell on the first
My
date?
first lie- favorite
What's your
lie to
favorite
tell-
lie to tell on the first date since we got you on the mic?
Come on, quick.
Shit, I ain't been on dating so long. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she ain't here trying to get
Oh,
chose.
that's the one. That's the lie. That's the lie. That's the lie.
There you go, right there.
That's the lie.
That's the
That
go.
is not a lie. That's real. We'll tell you that.
Oh, Will a big liar. Oh, I no.
What
You don't believe shit
what,
Will
what
say.
you ain't finna do is talk about my boy like that.
Oh.
Okay, now we see the judgment badge.
Will couldn't know your dating history because Will isn't here all the damn time.
Right.
Trust me, we'll talk about me like a dog. He do know my dating.
Okay, but I can fix all this body imperfection. Yes.
Yes. James is smart, man. James.
Here's the only thing that can fix it.
He said dysmorphia.
Get your ass up and go work out because this is ridiculous.
And eat clean. Eat
All
clean. Eat
men
clean. Eat
want
clean.
is feminine,
So now we on the way.
fit women. That's it. And be cooperative.
Y'all-
That's it. I know why y'all don't work out, because y'all don't want to sweat y'all hair out. We get it. I get it. I get
So we've
it.
established that all women are liars, all women are fat,
Choose violence.
all women don't want to
Violence.
work out.
That is a question though. What's the number one reason for not wanting to work out or not working out? The number one reason.
Because if you work out, you don't need a girdle. That's what it is. It's the hair.
My reason is shit. You get what you get. I mean, if I chose to be this way.
Y'all see the lack of respect for us men? They don't respect us enough to even be in shape. Now you see why respect is
I'll
number
take
one.
it. I'll accept it. I'll accept it.
First time caller.
First time, but we got a first time on the mic. Shots out. All the way into the mic, baby. All the way into the
I
mic.
wanted to say, what's wrong with a woman wearing a girdle? What's wrong with a woman wanting her body to look good?
Do you work in a warehouse?
No,
I wear a girdle, and I wear because I want to keep my stomach flat.
Oh, you about to drive a
I
forklift,
get that.
ain't
No, but our point was, there's nothing wrong with wearing girdles or waist trainers. What we're saying is, it's not who you really are, and you're representing something to us physically that is not true.
Right.
That's all we're saying.
And
There's nothing wrong with it.
And so if I gave you
So
something
if I take
back,
off my girdle, you trying to say my stomach won't look the same?
I'm not saying yours
Oh,
personally.
that's
we're
not
not
fair.
saying that. We're not saying that.
Okay.
We're not saying that. We ain't saying you. But in the world, we deal with a lot of a lot of busted biscuit cans when we get them to the house. I'm just saying.
If your ass looks like a wet bag of laundry,
Right. I'm just saying.
Man, why are you like this? Why are you like this? Busted biscuit cans? I love busted biscuits, baby. Man, like, get the
I'm
fuck
just
out
saying. I mean, like, and I'm a fat guy. I weigh 260 right now.
I weigh
right?
163.
You're saying
But
it generalized.
you can see how fat when you get me. I ain't lying to you.
You're
I'm not
generalizing
misleading you.
just
I'm
women.
5'8",
Not
165.
just
Where my
women.
gut at? You're right. You tried it.
You're generalizing like it's just women. That's not something that just women struggle with. That is something that people struggle with.
So,
Okay.
so you
People
said body,
struggle, not
body
a gender struggle.
what
body
what
image.
struggle you talking about? The lie?
When you say
The lie?
I mean, we can call
Or
it.
the
You can
gym.
call it.
Or
you
the
can
gym.
call it that. But
Or the
what
gym.
I'm saying is
The
that
lie to gym,
there are
right.
men. There are men who also are uncomfortable with their bodies.
Fuck them
in
niggas.
In turn,
Man
do things
up.
to mask their insecurities.
Quit being a bitch.
And
We give men no sympathy.
I didn't say he came in there not lying. He lying too.
Yup.
He's not about to wear a girdle, though.
He deceived you when he
That's
walked in
not
the
what
door.
you said.
If he wears a
You made
girdle,
the opening statement. That was not what you said.
No, I said if you wear a girdle on the first date, that's a lie.
Okay, so you was talking about me and women when you said that.
You ever seen a
It
man
don't
wear a
matter.
girdle?
Sure that
You
I'm pretty
wear a
sure that
You ever seen a
called
man
out
wear a
women.
girdle on a first
If
date?
you wear a girdle or Spanx on the first date, it is a lie. Don't get mad if you get a lie back in return. Yeah, please.
please.
I'm not even gonna put y'all on.
Say
front
they
street.
name. Say they
Please call it the
name.
girdle.
I ain't gonna put y'all. They lie about all types of stuff.
Listen.
As
Oh, I left my debit card at home, head
stated,
ass nigga.
As she clearly stated, everybody lies. Everybody, for the most part, lies on the first date. Whether you're lying about finances, whether you're lying about your weight, when you wearing contacts on the first date, lying about your eye color. Shouts out to Will for letting us be in here lying like a motherfucker.
So everybody doesn't lie. With maturity and with growth comes an understanding of you and yourself. One thing I told my wonderful girlfriend when I first started dating her is, look,
She's wonderful. She's great.
9 times out of 10, based on my previous track record, I'm gonna fuck this up.
Ooh.
I told her straight up.
Because you will lie.
And we've been rocking out a whole year. This whole belly that I got, she love every part of it. And I
And
know
you was
plenty of
honest,
others
though.
who
You
know
was
it if she don't
honest.
like it.
I literally said the same thing to Ashley,
see,
dog.
it's the difference
It's crazy.
between you saying you don't lie and you giving selective honesty. See,
Yeah, or
see,
lies
a
of
lie-
omission.
Yeah, lie by omission. See, it's a totally different thing because there's certain shit you can't say to your woman, even though you feel it.
If I can't say it to my woman, then she can't be my woman.
Lies.
Right. No, but I mean,
Tell her all my
but
shit.
I think a lot of the issue is a lot of people don't wear their are not honest about their insecurities. But you can
You
obviously
said that. Honest about the insecurities.
right.
That part.
Right, and sometimes people are not even aware of some insecurities that they may have. So check this out. It's easy to say something to a woman about wearing, you know what I'm saying, wearing the girdle, but you know what I'm saying. It's the dead of summer, and the only thing that she's ever seen you wear is jeans and boots. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like
You seen me wearing nothing. I mean, how you figure that?
right. But I'm not saying, but I'm saying, you know, she ain't never seen this nigga not be taller than her, and they finally get naked, and the nigga like 2 inches shorter. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy out here. It's crazy. I'm just saying, it's
Now I'm gonna tell you how smart Markeith is, right?
damn.
Markeith did his business thing, and when the violence started, he just shrunk down in the back.
Oh, he did. La violencia. Los muertos. Ten muertos.
Yeah, he just let it take place. As the carnage falls down, he'll come back later, get the spoils of war as he pick up the pieces of what has been falling down, the coins that fell on the ground. Well, I swear to God, see, that's what good businessmen do, and that is absolutely true. Good businessmen buy when blood is running in the street.
Yes.
Absolutely. Okay. Listen, this is our last episode on Sunday. We got time.
Quit saying that. Quit saying that.
All right. So
It's breaking my heart.
So, okay. So we've had a very interesting conversation tonight. It's been a good night. Had fun. We learned a lot from Markeith.
Yeah, thank you, my brother.
Markeith, tell them how they can get in touch with you and even how they can join your group to be invest.
Right.
Basically, you know, Facebook, I have a Facebook group where I teach investing called Closing the Gap. You can look me up on Facebook, Markeith Persons. That's MarkeithPersons.
Okay. You fellas, you got something?
All right, closing statements. Man, investing is critical. It's important. And as this country changes, being self-reliant is going to be the most important thing. So make sure you are trying to get those different streams of income popping. Investing should be one of those streams. And as far as the other topic, men want what they want. And we choose we control access to marriage. So if you want to get married, you have to do what we want, or we won't pick you. Life is short.
Christ like.
Oh, what? What? Okay.
Christ like with the.
It is I, the Christ of Curls.
Okay.
The most beautiful baritone in all of Birmingham. You got
Okay,
that right.
beautiful
Shouts out to everybody that came. We appreciate you all attending. We appreciate your participation even more.
Yeah.
People like you help keep the show going. We appreciate it. Pursuant to the subjects that we spoke about tonight, financial literacy is one thing, but practicing good financial stewardship is another. So be very prudent and very disciplined with husbanding your money. And on the other subject, if you want to wear your waist trainer, your girdle, whatever it is, man, wear that shit. Niggas like me accept you and your fupa even if you don't. and if you super skinny, I accept that too. I like a big, small, you know what I mean, short, tall, all of that. Just be kind. And with that, I concede my time.
Okay, so we appreciate everybody coming out. We had a good time. This is the last Sunday podcast in Bazaar.
Yep.
So
Yep.
yeah, it's the last Sunday podcast in Bazaar. We trying to work it out, see how things gonna go down the line, but this is the last one. So it's been a lot of carnage that fell out on the floor today. You know what I'm saying? It was pretty.
Heads a roll.
Thank you to Executive Art for the sponsorship.
Yep.
Coffee bar. And we are out.
We gone.